This is Sam. Now, you're going to be wondering, well, where's the board? Well, this is actually a different video. Obviously, just to show you, over here I still have my Axonaz 942 game. I've just finished doing Hunter Joel and Cobra 24's moves. I'll be doing my American swoosh and turn later on. But one thing I just want to know before I start the video, Hunter, in your Japanese turn, you move them guys to attack Alaska, and you're not thinking, well, what them? You had them down there. Now, if you actually look back at my past video, I moved them up there. So the way you move, you can't actually do that. So I want to, I don't, if you have no problem about it, I'd like to re-roll, or you can see your moves, but I really don't. I honestly, if you look back, they were there, so you can't do that move. So yeah. Anyway, that's just a quick notification on that. Right, now then, this video is going to be basically my Axis and Allies experience. I've been wanting to do one of these for a long time. This is my collection. Very lucky to have a lot of Axis and Allies here. I'm very grateful. As you can see, Axis Anniversary, the board is massive and it sticks out quite heavily. But it's great. And basically, I'm also going to be very lucky on Christmas Day. I'm going to be getting probably a final Axis and Allies, a last hurrah to finally finish off this collection. It's going to be Axis and Allies Europe from 1999. I've always had a look at that and I've always liked it, and it's a very good game. And I do think it's a good add-on. Anyway, I'm going to go through the years of my Axis and Allies experience. My first Axis and Allies game was Axis and Allies 1941. I think I got it either 3 or 4 years ago. I've only been knowing about Axis and Allies for 4 or 3 years. This is my first one. It was small, I had it on the table, it was simple, it was easy to learn. It got me into the game, started learning the rules. It was very good. I loved it. It got me into this game. I thought, I wonder if there's other games out there. Well, turned out there was. I then took a very big step, not knowing at the time. Someone who had just started Axis and Allies, who could do 1941, then went on to suddenly buying, well, luckily being bought, Axis and Allies Pacific 1940 and Europe 1940 for that Christmas. Then you might be thinking, whoa, Sam, these are the hardest game you can get. There's no way you're going to be able to do that. Well, I didn't know that. I set it up on my table. It took me about an hour and a half to set it up for the first time. I opened it, I loved it. And I loved it, it was amazing. I only looked at it first, like in my own war room to look at, to move pieces around. I never did. I started playing it then. Well, I couldn't do it. I just couldn't understand it. And it was so hard. There was so much to look at. And it was so, it's just unbelievable how it was. And it was, wow, it was very complicated. So then, what did I go on to next after having these 2 big games that I did like? Well, I went into a game that is probably at the moment my personal favourite, Axis and Allies. Axis and Allies 1914. Axis and Allies 1914 I got about 2 years ago. Funnily enough, I have a story about this. I was actually playing at the park near, this was like, wow, just thinking about this. It was 3 years ago, because I was in year 6. 4 years ago. Wow, I didn't realise it's been that long. 4 years, I was actually there. Well, 4 years ago, when I was in year 6 in the last year of primary school, we had a park near our St Luke's RT primary school, and I was on the park with my friends, and funnily enough, I had my phone with me. At the time, it was an iPhone 4, and I lost it. I was in the woods and I was running around and we were playing, and I dropped my phone, and I lost it. All day I tried to find it with my dad, and we never found it. And he told me, well, actually, Sam, turned out that day it had arrived. Axis 1914 was in the back seat, and I couldn't believe it. It really made me happy. My dad was so upset about my phone, but he was happy that I was happy with this. So, and then look at the weather out there. I mean, come on, England. I mean, you probably can't see from here, but it's raining like very a lot. I put 1914 on my love table, and I fell in love with it. I love history, and that's why that's something I've not mentioned yet. I like Axis because I love history. It's my favourite subject, and my dream is to be able to teach history as a professor at a university. I know it's a long way away, but I get high grades in history. I I hope I can do that one. It's going to be very hard. But anyway, I set it up and I started trying to play it. As soon as I set it up, I didn't look at it. I started playing it and I could. I started with the moves and strategies. So I wasn't good. I was, in fact, I was like a beginner novice at this game. But I started to become better. And slowly but surely, I started to become a good player. And I'm not saying I'm like a slightly advanced. Like I know what to do. I'm not like I can play it and I'm alright at it. I loved it, and it really got me. I thought this will help me be able to play Europe and fight, but it's a lot different to them, and it didn't really help me at all. It just made me really lose mindset in them and be able to play this a lot better. Then though, I went on to get another game. This helped me a bit, but this was more like a classic game that I had come out, and I wanted to get at least one classic, and it was the cheapest and probably the easiest one to get hold of. Axis and Allies D-Day. Now, D-Day was a very simple game that I could just put up and play, and it was so good, and I really liked it. There it is, and I loved it, and I could easily, whenever I wanted to, I could sit down and play a quick game against myself. Something that this is a game that really you can play against yourself. It's like, no Axis games are solo option. I played a lot of them solo because I can't always play a game with people. However, the best one to play solo is by far a D-Day, a theatre game. It's so easy to play as a solo player. It really got me to set up. It was good. Now that did help me slowly advance onto Pacific and Europe. It still wasn't good enough, and I started playing with it, and I thought I could do things, but seriously, I'd be doing very stupid moves if you saw what I was doing. And it helped me, and I got into it more. But the game that really got me to help with 1940 was 1942, second edition, obviously. The map's down there in its full glory, obviously, you know that. The pieces there, anniversary, and all that, for a good second, the rule book. This really got me into it, okay? This really helped me. As soon as I got this set up, and the day I got it, I played a 6-hour game against myself that day. I started playing it because I was at that level where I could just straight away not like play. Obviously, I didn't know any. Sorry, I've got a proper more bracing now, but I was at the level where I could play it as soon as I got it out of the box. I wasn't doing strategy. I was just seeing moves that were open, and it really helped me. And it really got me advanced into global as well. So then I started playing global games against myself, and I really actually could get to that level now. I was doing Europe on its own, Pacific on its own, and then getting into go. And that gave me the confidence to be able to obviously play even though we didn't finish it, it was still good, and I'm enjoying the experience. A game with Hunter Jones. Because I never would have had the confidence to do that. I was scared when honest to God, when I said a global game, I was scared. I thought, this is going to go wrong. I don't know what to do here. But pressure was on me. I thought, you know what, I can do this. And I did. And I was really happy. I could play it. Still, again, I'm nowhere near the level of global that I want to be. Because I might, hopefully, that I want to be at. So hopefully I'll get there. But then I heard some news. Some very happy news. This game that I've been watching videos on, it's known to be one of the most balanced games with 1942 setup, and one of the best games that Axis has brought out, Axis and Allies Anniversary. And I found out there was a reprint, and they were going to start selling them again in October. I was on that straight away. I asked my dad, and it turned out it was amazing, and but also the prices haven't actually gone up yet, it's actually quite annoying because obviously money, I got it, it's quite an expensive game, but it was £80, but it turns out I found one now on Amazon at £70, which it's actually quite like upsetting because you think it's going to go on price, but it will, because honestly, there's Axis Anniversary games that go on eBay for £1,000, and on Amazon I think there's one for £500, which is a lot of money. Like, there's no way ever with my own money or anyone should ever buy that much a game unless you've got them saved up or you really are committed. And Axis Anniversary is by far my best World War II game. Obviously World War is probably my personal favourite, but this is by far my best out of World War II. It's just amazing, everything that comes with it, the size of the board, the artwork, the industrial complexes, the AA, Italy and China, damage markers, research tokens. You've got I love the development chart there. I love the battle board. It's the most complete one in my opinion. So yeah, that's my Axis and Allies experience. It's in a few short years I fell in love with this game, and well, I never thought I'd end up having all these, and well, I hope Europe's as good, and that will slot him right over there, and then that'll be my collection, and that'll be the end of Axis and Allies for me. But hopefully, a new role in a long time, like for 2019 in February, hopefully. War Room. That'll be a new beginning for me. It'll be, funnily enough, scary thought, it'll be my 16th birthday in 2019. So my 15th birthday is coming up in February. So it's a scary thought, but I look forward to that, and hopefully it'll be a good new start. But I don't want to end that start yet, and it's going to be in my heart for the rest of my life. I love the board game, and I love playing this game with Corporal 2400 Souls. Thank you. I don't honestly to say that though, like, thank you for letting me play with you guys. I remember watching you both play a game in 42, and then I was commenting saying, you know, and come to invite me to play a game World War One, and then it gone to global, and then, oh yeah, thanks for the World War One though. That I like that. That was good. But I really think this is the. I'm really interested to how this 42 game's gonna go. Actually, I'm gonna go back over there for a second. Like I'm supposed to be, hopefully. By the time you watch the video, I probably will have received some top secret information that will allow me to see. Carl 24 seems to be that he's actually he's looked at something. He realizes that there's. I can't figure it out, you know, and that's why I need to get better at it. And obviously, both of you are amazing players and much better than me at this game. But I'm wrapping my head around everything I can see in America and Russia. He has an idea, and Hunter Jones, I mean, I just can't see it. I honestly can't see it. I don't know how we're going to turn this game around. I mean, even if we don't with that, it's going to give us some hope. I mean, what I like to look at now is the victory cities. How many have you taken? So you've got Germany's original. So you've taken 2 off Russia. Japan's taken. Japan hasn't taken any victory cities. It's only 2. So we're still in this game quite heavily, but obviously we've got probably, you know, Calcutta and Moscow that are going to be the ones that are going to be very close to dying. So yeah, I'm intrigued to find out. But back onto the topic of this video. This was my Axis experience. It's a great game, and I really love it, and I'm very happy I ended up getting this. So yeah, this is Sam Kenny. Goodbye.